Hi. Good night. Well, it's nighttime for me, but I guess by the time this video goes up, it's going to be daytime. Welcome to another episode of House of Stars. I'm your girl Star, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Not a little bit different. I'm still reading, but a lot different. And we're opening the first episode of Ask Star. So I'm opening the forum for all my viewers, subscribers, to get a chance for me to answer a question for them about any concern that they may have. So, disclaimer. Now, I know a lot of people, not a lot, but I'm not sure if a lot of people that do watch videos like this have been to psychics and had psychic readings before. Now, you do have people that are psychics that are out there that want to scare you into thinking that bad things are going to happen. But that's not necessarily the way that I do things, especially when it comes to reading. Keep in mind, it's life. There's ups and downs. There may be some things that you want to hear, and there may be things that you don't want to hear. But at the same time, I'm trying to keep the things real, factual, and what I pick up around you. So I have 3 participants today. I have people that are working under the alias of Mousy Girl, Phoenix Bird, and Bailey. So I do want to open up this reading by calling upon the angels to be here as a protection around all of us, those who are watching, and myself while doing these readings. So I call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Raziel, Archangel Uriel, and Archangel Metron to be here in the midst right now to protect those that are getting a reading, and also to protect those that are watching this video, and to protect myself. I pray that everyone gets insight, that love and light comes to them through this readings, and that they are satisfied with the readings that they do get by getting the messages from the divine. So I do want to thank you so much for your protection and your guidance. Amen. Okay, so let's move into it. Let's not waste no time. Okay, so the first person I'm reading on is Mousy Girl. Like, Lord have mercy. I'm burning some sage, and can I say burn my eyes? Like, burn my eyes. Hella burn my eyes. Okay, so we're going to go into Mousy Girl. I have your picture uploaded here so that I can pick up an essence of who you are and what is around you. So I have Mousy Girl here, born May 13th, 1991. Okay. Okay. So what I get around your essence, Mousy Girl, I do see you as a person that is a very much of a person that people depend on when they're in times of need and they need help. So you're usually put in predicaments or doozies because you're around people that are usually in either some kind of financial distress or some economic stress or domestic type of stress of some sort. So you're usually a person that comes in and tries to help people because you usually look at helping people like I've been there before, and in cases before where you needed help, you did not have that, so you try to be that person for the people that you do come across. I do see you as a person that you do have a few people around you right now that are not necessarily showing their full face. When I say full face, it's not like I'm not trying to say or put people out there and say bad people, because there's no such thing as bad people. There's people that live certain lives and circumstances have afforded them to have different opportunities, and then that's just how they deal with people. So I do see that you're around some people right now that are not necessarily showing their face or being necessarily honest with you. I do also see that comes in the female friends that you may have, and it also comes with males that you engage with. So I do see for you coming up in the next 3 months, I do see a position of some sort, something opening financially for you so that you can actually supplement what it is that you are doing. I feel like this is going to be something that may have to do with nurturing people or taking care of people of some sort, but it's obviously a people-oriented type of position that I do see coming up around you. When it comes in terms to your questions, I believe it was a question that had to do with your tax refund. I do see that situation coming out in your favor, but you are going to hit some difficulties, meaning that you're going to get in a situation where I don't know if it was on your part or the other person's part, but there's not complete honesty. The numbers ain't matching. Okay, so that's going to be a situation where something is going to be audited or looked over. But there's going to be a way that you're going to be able to explain your side that you may take some loss for it, but at the same time, it's still going to work out in the end where it won't go into it being an extreme or a serious situation that you actually are worried about. So that's what I do see around you, that things are definitely going to work out for the better. I just see also as well that you should get into strong prayer, strong protection. Maybe you can do some sea salt baths just to clear up your energy a bit. Because I do see, because of your surroundings and what you are around, you tend to absorb negative energy around you. It causes you to be a little bit lethargic, and it also does affect your luck. And things are, how things are coming to you. So keep that in mind. Sea salt baths, prayer, and being connected to the divine, and clearing up the energy and who you are around. Like, I understand, I'm not trying to tell anyone to be a loner and be off by themselves, but at the same time, when there is negative things that are going down, that's something that, and you're looking to be a person that's trying to advance your life or do better with yourself, that's not something that you should be around. It's just not benefiting to you. So just keep that in mind for the future. But I do see that when I tap into you, love and light to you, Mousy Girl. If you have any questions or concern, you can actually hit me up on the House of Stars page on Facebook. Okay? And don't forget to like. All right. So yeah, so that's what I do see about Mousy Girl. And I'm going to move into actually tapping in on Phoenix Bird. Let me just get your picture up here. Okay, so I got Phoenix Bird. She's born April 20th, 1993. And you had a question about a proposal when it comes to your partner, which your partner is born August 29th, 1992. So you are born under the sun sign of Taurus, and she is born under the sun sign of Virgo, which, technically speaking, according to astrology, because you guys are both from the element of earth signs, this is a perfect match. Okay? So what I do see around you when it comes to proposal, first I'm going to move into tapping into both your energies and your personality and what I do pick up around you guys, okay? I swear that incense is killing me right now. Okay, so what I see around your essence and who you are, Mousy Girl, okay, is I see you as a very sweet, kind, understanding, open, and encouraging person. I see definitely you probably resonate with people that are younger than you in the sense of, I don't know if it's like you resonate with people being bullied, or you resonate with having to stand up for people in the surroundings that you grew up in, but people usually come to you for encouragement. You're one of those people that usually have nice things to say about you, like letting you know that you look pretty today, or sending you a message of encouragement of some sort, but there's a lot of positive energy. I see butterflies around you. I see small like animals, critter animals like ferrets, and I see like hamsters. Like, you resonate with smaller animals, and usually when people resonate with those kind of animals on that stature, they usually have a strong connection to the fairy realm, or they're either mer-like people or mer people. So that's probably something you should look in as mer people, and see if the essence and the energy of mer people actually resonate with you. But that's something that just came to me right now. I do see that you are definitely a person that you have a lot of friends, or a lot of people that you do talk to. I feel like these are people that you talk to more or less on a social media standpoint. But I do see that you are a person that you are of comfort and I'll say support system when they look at who you are. You definitely want to be a person that wants to help people and counsel people. If you haven't necessarily found a profession as of yet, that's probably something you probably should look into, is counseling, or like social work or something like that, because you would absolutely excel at that, considering that you're really good at bringing up people's spirits and the kind words that you have to say. When it comes to the essence of what I pick up about your spouse, I feel like she's a very assertive type person. She's really good at following direction. I get that also she has a very coach-like mentality to her, or coach-like energy to her, where she'd probably really do good at being maybe a personal trainer, being a coach, or helping people go through physio or therapy of things like that. Anything that has to do with encouragement. You guys both have that essence, but on certain different statures. You're more of like the sunshine, lollipop, rainbow type person in that essence, and she's more or less like, you could do it, get up, let's go. You know what I mean? Like she's on that. She's more on a more aggressive standpoint in encouragement. And when I say aggressive, don't take that word too strongly, but aggressive as in she makes you really want to get off your ass and go. You know what I mean? That's the kind of person that she is. I do see that there was either a past relationship that caused really great hurt to her. Also, I do see a male that passed away that she may know. I feel like I see an automobile. I don't know if the person died in an automobile accident or where they passed away has something to do with a car or something like that. But I do see a person that is around her that just kind of just crept into the reading a little bit. And this is a male energy is what I'm getting around that person. I do see that she comes from a strong sense of females around her. Very family oriented. A lot of family around. Like I feel like, like they say the saying goes, it takes a village to raise a child. That's kind of the essence of her family. Like it's like everyone else is kind of raising each other's children, or have a say in how the upbringing and how they are brought up. But there's a strong female sense and energy around that. I do get a sense of course, that both of you guys are people that have touched base or are trying to get a true understanding of some kind of spirituality on some sort or some kind of bracket. It's not like you necessarily opened yourself 100% to whatever your abilities may be or whatever, but you guys do resonate with certain sense of spirituality and understanding and humanity and doing things for mankind is what I see for the both of you guys is of service. I just get the word service when it comes to both of you guys. I do see something, a completion of something coming up. Maybe I see like a certificate or a piece of paper. Maybe somebody's trying to go back to school or somebody's in school or just finishing school. But I do see something like that coming up. I also do see that there's going to be an opening of some kind of position that's going to be coming for, I believe it's your spouse. But something is coming up. When it comes to terms of proposal, this is something that's been discussed, as we did mention, but I do feel like it's like things need to be solidified and the foundation needs to be laid first before actually making that extra leap. It's something that is on the mind, definitely, for sure, but things just need to be set in motion and be put into place. Like, I don't feel like you guys are people that are going to really fuss over having a big wedding or anything like that. I feel like maybe you guys are probably thinking about doing something outdoors or outdoorsy kind of thing, but I do see like something needs to be solidified first, or something want to be solidified first before you guys move into that proposal thing. I see more strong discussions of it coming within the next 3 months. But when I do see the proposal, I do see it merging together as a committed, a two-person type of thing. So meaning it's not like it's going to be like she's going to be waiting around to propose to you, but it's going to be kind of like, in a sense, almost like an agreement or something that's going to be discussed. I see like a square cut ring or like almost like a pillowcase kind of looking type of ring. I don't know. I get the essence of like Cinderella or something. Something of that sort that comes up when it comes to the essence of the presentation of this ring, or of the energy of the style of the ring that it is that you want. I'm not sure if you're a person that was into Disney a lot, like Ariel or like Cinderella, but I get the Cinderella-ish kind of vibe to it. But at the same time, it's still low key. So I do see that there's going to be in the next 3 months some more discussion into moving into it and what is going to happen. But of course, you guys need to lay a stronger foundation within your relationship in order for this to be fully solidified and make it happen for the both of you guys. I do get a sense too that sometimes you guys do in sense have your disagreements, and maybe it's probably because of you being a little bit too open when talking to people. She can be in certain senses a little bit possessive, just for the fact that there's been situations in the past where you've been nice to people and they've kind of miscommunicated that kindness into something else, or you've been around people that are not necessarily looking out for your best interest or looking out for their own. So she can be a little bit overprotective when it comes to that. It's very typical usually in same-sex relationships where there can be a lot of bucking of heads. It happens in heterosexual relationships as well. But I find when there's so much of the same energy at the same time fused together sometimes, it causes for things to be intense, especially when it's two females together. But I do see, I see a good relationship for you guys both. You just need to be a little bit more understanding with each other. And in your sense, being more understanding when she is trying to affirm or explain her side and how she sees things. It's not that she's trying to be a pessimist. She's just trying to make you be a little bit more understanding about the things that she sees, and the people that she finds that you may associate with, or the choices that you make. But that's really her MO when it comes to dealing with that. It has nothing to do with her just being a Debbie Downer. Sorry, I'm just trying to load something here. Or being a Debbie Downer of some sort. Hold on a second. I know you guys can't see my face. God damn. Okay. Yeah, so love and light to you both, and let me know how that goes and how you guys both feel about the reading. I know you were the one that asked me about the reading, but I don't know if either or it resonates for both. But love and light to you. May God bless you and angels protect you. So we're going to move into the final person, and we are going to close this episode. And we're going to be reading on... Just come out of the energy. Reading on Bailey. Bailey, who was born June 6, 1990. And her question has to do with her career in nutrition and becoming an actress. Okay? So let's tap into Bailey. Okay. So what I see about you, Bailey, I get an extra sense and splash of sass in your personality. I see you're definitely a very driven, very opinionated, and like the epitome of being what you call a strong Black woman and affirming your position of being beautifully blessed with melanin. So that's what I do see around you. I see that for you as a person, you're about keen of being about staying straight and keen to details. So whatever it is that you are doing, you want to know everything about what it is that you're doing. You want to be able to take the information you learn and spread it out more on simplified terms and making it make sense for you. What I do see around you, of course, is I do see that you are very, I see like a, not like, I don't know. It's like I see you as like more of like an educated type of woman, but the men that you kind of attract are not necessarily on the same level as you, in that sense, where they come from. I guess sometimes they're from the other side of the fence. So when it comes to your nutrition career, I feel like you will do fairly good with it. I think that you have a good knack for helping people that are usually older. When it comes to them eating healthy and watching their weight and things like that. I do get a sense that possibly it's something that you want to move into working maybe with more of the upper echelon or prestigious type of names. But what I feel that in that sense that you kind of need to get a little bit more experience in what it is that you're doing. So I feel like a lot of the questions, a lot of things that you have and which you want to work on is really very much in the dream stage. You're not that strongly set into the execution stage of the things that you're doing. I do feel like whatever you put your mind to, you'll be successful at it. It's just one of those things because you have a good way of retaining information and finding out everything that you need to know about what it is that you're doing. The thing is with you is that I do feel a strong sense of nerves when it comes to your career pursuits. and a strong sense of not really getting a direction of where it is that you want to go, what it is that you're doing. Again, I'm seeing you, everything looks starting gate, very starting gate-ish. So of course, one of the biggest things that I need to tell you to do is, of course, you need to get out there and network and find exactly what it is that works for you. So when it comes to the acting, start getting back into the acting, and you know, signing up with an audition, signing up for an agency, getting yourself on some auditions. Maybe you can even go as far as even starting a YouTube channel, but some kind of practice and open yourself into doing that. Also, when it comes to the nutrition side, as well, try to find people, maybe like family members or things like that, where you could, you know, devise a meal plan or something like that in what it is that you are doing. I do sense that you would be very successful in the nutrition side because you have an idea and a good strong sense of simplifying the things that you know. Like, of course, you're going to know the details, like how many grams and macros and things like that. You're going to know the scientific side of things, but you have a good sense of bringing it down to it being a little bit more simplified for people to actually understand. So that's what I do see, is that you're going to be really good in doing something in nutrition. I do pick up something around old people. I don't know why I pick up old people around you. I don't know if that's where you work or that's a new job for you coming up, but I do pick up something a little bit more on the senior side or older people. I do see, I'm also picking up a person that happens to be a producer or works in recordings or something like that. But I do see that it's going to be a project of some sort or some ideas where you're going to be bouncing off of that person and merging in to try to bring something to the forefront to make your entertainment career be something that is successful. But I do see that the best advice that I can give you is that you need to go out on a limb and actually try something and execute it and see exactly what works, rather than just sitting behind the gates and not seeing what is working for you or how it's going to work or whatever the case may be. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that just because you're going to try something and you're not going to succeed right away, it's not something that you should necessarily throw away. Find out exactly what it is that's not working for you and start again. So I do see a lot of success for you. I know it's a very vague way of saying it, but you will be successful in whatever it is that you put your mind to. But I feel on the most cases that you're going to be working more or less behind the scenes. Like, of course, you may be seen or whatever the case may be, but I feel like where your come up is going to be working behind the scenes. So it could be something where it comes to writing, or maybe writing a blog, or writing blogs, or doing reviews on certain things, or public relations or things like that. But I feel like you're going to get a strong sense and a strong recognition when it comes to starting off behind the scenes and moving your way to the forefront. I feel when it comes to your career in entertainment, you need to get yourself around more entertainment type based people, network, join groups, go to events, see what the heck's going on in your city. That way that you're on the front line to see exactly what is going on, and that's where opportunity is going to breathe for you. Let's see. The next thing I got also from, lip gloss problems. The next thing I got from my guys saying to me is that you need to not be so concerned and worried about disappointing people. Don't do that. Don't do that. You need to really understand that if you want to succeed, you've really got to do what makes you happy. There's a lot of times there's going to be people that are going to want you to do this and do that for them, but doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to be something that's going to make you happy and work for you. Also, I do get a strong sense too that you're having people that are kind of giving you the yes men kind of attitude, or not giving you strong sense of feedback of what it is that you need to be doing. And I think you need to be a little bit more realistic with your approach, because I just get the sense of scatter. Like every time I tap into you, it's like I'm going here, I'm going there, and I'm stagnant. You know what I mean? So ground your energy, ground yourself, make a list of what you want to do for the month of April, taking a step to whatever you are doing when it comes to your career, and what direction that you need to go in. Well, I don't know if your schedule is necessarily that forgiving, but still try to work something out. Try to get out to like open mics or events or things like that in your city so you can meet some people, get some business cards made, and hand stuff like that out so that you are getting your name out there. But I do feel, regardless of what, financially things will be very good with you. I feel like within the next 2 to 3 years, you're going to be more solid in your career and what it is that you're doing. Trying to look into probably agent management or something like that as well, or like entertainment management, or, you know, things like that. That would be good for you. But yeah, strongly I'm getting from my guys, work your way from behind the scenes and work your way to the front. Okay, or create opportunities for yourself. Okay, so yeah, so that's what I do pick up on you. So we're at the ending now. So I do want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to actually watch this video. And while I tap into all 3 of these people, Mousy Girl, Phoenix, Bird, and Bailey. Okay, so again, make sure that you guys subscribe, share, and comment. Make sure that you do like the House of Starres page. If you want to have a question answered, I need your name, date of birth, and your location when it comes to, and a photo. When it comes to a photo, make sure that it's a clear sight of your eyes, because that's what I pick up the essence is through your eyes. So it's a clearer side of your eyes so I can see exactly what is going on around you. Make sure also when you do like the page that you are following it so you get a chance to see exactly when I post up the House of Starres Ask Star videos. And I'm still going to continue with doing celebrity psychic readings. The next people that I am reading by popular demand is Beyonce and Jay-Z, which that video should be up in the next couple days. So I do want to thank you so much for your time and subscribing and watching my videos, and most of all supporting me. That means so much to me, and all the kind words that I've been getting from everybody. Like, I love you guys so much. It's just, well, I was not expecting to get this kind of response doing these videos. But yeah, I do want to thank you so much for your time today. May God bless you and the angels protect you. Be blessed. Bye.